Night, a bombshell at the Oklahoma County Courthouse.
The new district attorney is asking a judge to toss out the conviction of a man who's been locked up for nearly 5 decades for a crime he swears he did not commit.
Glenn Simmons was just 21 when he was convicted and sentenced to death in 1975. That was 48 years ago. He has spent nearly 2/3 of his life in prison for the Edmond liquor store murder. He was one of 2 defendants tried together. Both were found guilty in a trial that lasted just a few days.
I was a sophomore in high school in Edmond at the time. Boy, did it shock the community. The murder happened on New Year's Eve, 1974. Simmons was convicted based on one piece of evidence, the eyewitness testimony of one woman, an 18-year-old who was shot in the face. News 4's Allie Meyer has been reporting on Glenn Simmons and his co-defendant Don Roberts since 2003.
We saw Allie in the video then, and Allie's joining us now. Allie, 20 years that you've been reporting on this, and you've talked to Simmons many times.
2 times in prison. Guys, he wrote us a letter from prison in 2003. It was 20 years ago, and in the past 20 years, we've been looking into his claims of innocence. Over the years, we have reported on 2 prosecutors, a jury foreman, a detective, a composite sketch artist, and the family of the murder victim, who all say they have serious doubts that Glenn Simmons is guilty of this crime.
The night before New Year's, 2 white women were shot by 2 black assailants with a gun. Edmond police gathered no physical evidence from the crime scene that was ever used in court, no fingerprints, no murder weapon, connecting Glenn Simmons to the scene. The murder went unsolved for months. Eventually, the Oklahoma County District Attorney charged Glenn Simmons, but the case against him was riddled with inconsistencies. Simmons had alibis who testified he was in Louisiana on the night of the liquor store murders. The old prosecutor has said the evidence against him was thin.
I had talked to her the day before she died.
The victim's own family believes Simmons is innocent.
Every day above ground is a good day.
We have interviewed Glenn Simmons in prison twice. His claims of innocence are unwavering.
I believe in the system. I've always believed it. Even when it didn't do me right, I still believed in it.
A system that gave him a public defender who was later disbarred, who did not speak up in court when prosecutors said Glenn Simmons was the trigger man.
I was born left-handed, and at 8 years old, I got my right-hand trigger finger cut off.
Back to the case. In 1975, Edmond police conducted several lineups where they asked the surviving victim, who'd been shot in the face, to identify the suspects. She picked out Glenn Simmons in the courtroom, but during those lineups, she picked others, several others.
She testified in court that he was one of the 2 men that robbed the liquor store and did the shooting. What the jury did not hear was that she misidentified or didn't identify or identified someone else 9 times prior to identifying Glenn in court.
DA Vicky Bahena now confirms that exculpatory evidence was never turned over to the defense.
There was a police report, a significant police report, that was not turned over. And so we came to the conclusion, because we believe in fair and just trials in Oklahoma, that we should file an application for requesting a new trial with the judge.
And so Friday morning, DA Bahena filed a motion to vacate Simmons' conviction. She asked for a new trial. I asked Vicky Bahena, why now, after all these years?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm deciding.
Glenn Simmons' attorney, an expert in wrongful convictions, believes with absolute certainty Glenn Simmons is innocent.
Ms. Bahena stepping in to be the district attorney in Oklahoma County is a big difference.
Yeah.
And that is probably the difference.
And so what's next for Glenn Simmons? Well, we've got an evidentiary hearing on Tuesday that we will be covering. Joe Norwood, who you heard from, has had that scheduled for more than a week. The press conference today was a surprise even for him. That's going to go ahead as scheduled. He does plan to present several witnesses to make the case for innocence. The judge in this case, which is Judge Amy Palumbo at the Oklahoma County Courthouse, she will decide on, make a ruling on vacating that conviction. She could also decide to grant Simmons a new trial, or she may decide not to give him a new trial in that case. She could just let him go, but either way, he is now one step closer to getting out of prison. He was incarcerated 48 years ago.
And one of the most shocking things to me is his trigger finger. It's missing the tip on the hand that they say he fired from.
His defense attorney never spoke up to challenge that in court.
And another thing, if he is found that he didn't do it, who did it? So that's something else that they'll have to look into.
Are they still alive?
Yeah, good question.
It's been so long.
We'll look for your follow-up. Thank
Thanks,
you,
guys.
Allie.
You got it.